he can just come in and start talking about some drama that's irrelevant, which is annoying, but it's not, you don't have to like, stoop down to that level and start harassing him. And it's just like, it's just an endless cycle of violence. You have like someone do something stupid and then people end up harassing them because of it, when rather you could just ignore them, or instead of just saying shut up, just saying not the time. And I
Yeah,
don't understand why it's that hard for people to do that, because telling them to shut up is never going to fix the issue. It is never
yeah,
going to fix it. It's only going to make them get angry or make it worse. If you tell them that it's not the time, then they're far more likely to listen to you. It's not confirmed that they will. It's not 100% because no one knows how everyone else acts 100%, but it is a much, much, much greater chance that they will listen to you if you're
yeah.
nice to them.
And that's what I be nice to someone, and he has listened in some ways, and but then when I see other people, it can be changed. I
You're
know
cutting out a
I'm
lot.
sorry, I was covering my finger on the mic, but I've seen people like they instead of help when because I've seen this in both sides. Like there are people who do help Soda. Like I've tried helping him sometimes, and it does work on some occasions. But then there's other times where people think and then just gets behavior worsens, and then he just gets angry and he complains to the staff, and then the conflict starts getting worse. I know if I'm sorry if I'm wording this bad. I get nervous a lot.
No, I know exactly what you mean.
But another target that this happens to a lot. I don't know if it's as bad now, but Finspin, like people, like he would say certain things, and people would say like they'd spam those Finspin and chat memes, and then get angry, and then he claims to have roasted people in the past with it. But then it's stupid shit happens because people don't handle the situations right.
Yeah.
Another example, um, what's his name? Voyager Roblox. That happens to him a lot too. The same stuff that happens to Soda happens to him, just because he's people think he's annoying.
Yeah, I know that's a giant issue where some members can be deemed annoying and then people end up situations when I think everyone should be allowed to talk in here. Like if someone's annoying, ignore them. Nothing is forcing you to talk to them. It's an open server. You can talk to whoever you want. You don't have to talk to them. You don't have to
Exactly.
interact with them.
And it's a shame. It's kind of sad because every time I like want to express my true thoughts on that, like in front of friends, I always think that they'll lash at me because I easily get paranoid. But I think they'd understand. It's just the fact that instead of being a puppet and going along with what everyone else does, they can be a leader instead of a
Yeah,
follower.
I know what you mean. But and another thing is that I am not going to completely excuse people who are victims, because sometimes they do it to themselves. Like, again, like if someone's having a serious conversation and they just come in saying, Puppy Chen 345 is harassing me again on Twitter. Like, that's just, you should not do that. I mean, I'm not saying they deserve to be harassed or told to shut up, but you should not do that. And we want them to stop doing that, but we need members to be nicer to them by telling them not to do it, because some of these people, like, are from foreign countries, or they're just little kids and they don't understand that you shouldn't do stuff like that. And rather than telling them to shut up, which ends up making them rage and them ended up getting muted and you end up getting muted, just tell them to stop doing it, or tell a staff
Exactly.
member or something. Like, we can just try to tell them to stop. And it has worked in the past.
Hmm.
There are people, like, I'm going to say there there are people like, for example, Halo, who in 2020 used to be one of those people, but he became a more mature person over time. Now you can debate how mature he is now, but he is at least not how he used to be, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I have my fear of like, but not on his level back then probably. And I've learned because I mean, if someone's saying something that annoys me, I just say like try to calm down and stop. I don't like give into it and then make it worse because they don't know better. Because
Yeah,
I've seen that so many times. Like people like soda drinkers, Waleed and Thinspin and Voyager. They
yeah,
don't.
I've definitely
They
seen it.
do things that they learn like in the future that aren't what you do in a daily basis or regular basis. I
All
mean,
right,
people
yeah,
are only going to improve if they get the proper help and not harassment. That's all I have to say, though.
all right. So we are gonna. Is that all? Because I was gonna let the next
Yeah,
person up. All right.
yeah,
So this
that's
is
all.
the current thing. We're gonna allow Voyager, then Kylab, then Mega, since they all want to speak, and I'm just doing it in order of what they asked, like who asked first, because I see Mega has his hand up. And after that, if anyone else wants to talk, we can invite them too. So let me move you to audience. Okay.